Welcome back, queens and kings. I think you got some playback going on. Welcome back, kings and queens. Welcome back to another amazing, fabulously fun, exciting, entertaining, and y'all know it's going to be fiery and heated conversation episode with their POV and Nikki King. We are your hosts, Nikki Johnson.
And I'm sorry. This is the king. Oh, there we go. I'm sorry, I had a little problem there. Something was in my way. I am the king. Okay, that's all I can say about that. Hope everybody's doing well. Yes, Nick, how's it going, lady? How's it going?
It's going good. Listen, y'all, let us apologize now for this sound. We know you guys have been hearing it. We've been trying to figure out what it is, but that's okay. We are working behind the scenes to get it fixed and rectified.
Yes.
But listen, past all of that, let's get to the amazing conversation that we have for you guys today. Let's start off
Mm.
with your weekend. How was your weekend, King?
Oh, it was nice. It was nice. Really didn't do nothing this weekend, but Thursday, the wifey took me to, if y'all check it out, they got an NFL Hall of Fame exhibit in Myrtle Beach. And she took me there and we enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? Seen some good exhibitions, no jerseys, and it tells you about the NFL as far as the beginning and everything. So enjoyed that. Had dinner, had lunch at the Hard Rock Cafe, and got me another keychain because anybody knows me. I collect Hard Rock keychains, Hard Rock Cafe keychains. So yeah, that was like the biggest part of it. A day trip down in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Enjoyed it. And what about you, Nick?
I'm glad you enjoyed your birthday week / weekend, sir.
For
My
sure, for sure.
weekend was amazing. Guess what I did?
What'd you do, Nick?
Not a darn thing, and it was wonderful.
Mm, got you,
It
got
was
you. One of those weekends.
wonderful. It was good.
Mm,
I enjoyed that.
that's
Greetings
what's
and
up.
blessings to you too as well, Robert. The Queen says
Okay.
hi, hi, Chiquita.
Hello, hello.
Hi, Cherise, one of my great friends. Hi, sweetheart. Well, welcome to each and every one of you. Please be sure to do what, King?
Make sure you do a watch party. Do it, share. I mean, share, comment, everything. We want you to do everything to let us know that you're here, that you're watching, and that you want to be a part.
Yes, and
Yes.
y'all, it's gonna be some conversation today.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
This conversation is gonna be real good. And King brought some backup today.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
hoping it's
okay.
back up
He
because
needed
I
two.
just want to make sure
He
he
needed two
got
of
me like
them.
yeah.
He
Okay,
needed two
okay.
of them to handle me. It's okay. It's all
Mm-hmm.
right. It's all right. Let's bring him on. I'm gonna let you introduce him. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, y'all. This is my ride or die partner. This is my cousin. Y'all been knowing him as old as he's been. You know, we go places together, enjoy each other's company. I'm gonna introduce y'all to everybody that don't know him and everybody that do know him. It's my cousin Sean Maurice Harrington.
Oh, what's up, people? How y'all doing? Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for having me. I'm looking forward to this one.
No doubt, no doubt. Yeah, it's gonna definitely be one for the books, baby.
And Nikki is
We're
not
gonna.
afraid. There's two Harringtons, but I am not afraid. Listen, we're gonna
All
go
right,
ahead
all
and
right.
jump right on in. So, King, which one
Yes.
do you want to hit today? Which one you want to start off with?
We don't want to come out blazing. You know how we do. We don't want to come out blazing. But I'm thinking what we started with. Let's see, what's that thing about that mm, wifey duties, but girlfriend status?
That part. All righty
That
then.
part.
Go ahead, King. Hit him with it.
Girlfriend duties and wife duties. What's the difference? Humans are creatures of habits. If you're not doing it as a girlfriend / boyfriend, you're not going to do it as a wife or a husband. Agree or disagree?
All right, King. So listen, we found this one floating around the intranet, and King and I
Mhm.
decided it would be a wonderful topic for
No
us to
doubt.
give our POV about. So listen, girlfriend duties, wife duties. What's the difference? Humans are creatures of habit. If you're not doing it as a girlfriend or boyfriend, you're not gonna do it as a husband or wife. What say you? Do we agree or disagree? As always, we want to hear your opinions, comments, and
Yes.
thoughts in the comments below. So please leave them. And if you're watching this on YouTube, we will get those comments. So please leave them as well. All righty,
Yes.
King. Let's hit it. Go ahead. What you think? What you
Hey,
say?
you know what, Nick? I think on this one, you might be surprised because it might be that we agree on a certain part of this. Now, my thing is, okay. if you're a girlfriend, I don't feel you should be doing wifely duties because you're not a wife yet. So it's not even a prerequisite to me because girlfriends are who they are, girlfriends. Y'all can vibe, y'all can do things together, enjoy each other's company. But as far as being a wife, that's a whole different level of doing things. So when you talk about girlfriend duties, girlfriends really don't have no duties besides enjoying each other's company, whatever you want to do to, assist your man on whatever, and as far as being nice, just the whole nine. Y'all take each other out and stuff. Now, when you go to the wifely thing, we talking about you helping me clean my house, you washing my dishes, you washing my clothes, you cooking my dinner. We talking about stuff like that. So as a girlfriend, I don't really expect you to do that. If you want to do that, that's cool. I would appreciate it. But I don't feel that you need to put yourself in a position of doing those up front as a girlfriend, because I'll leave you as a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you've already given me that, what's the use of going ahead and marrying you and becoming a wife? I'm just saying in a sense. So don't push yourself in that position, until it gets to that point. So just be a girlfriend. Enjoy each other's company, enjoy things that y'all can do together and vibe. And then if it moves to the next level, still. Because until you become a wife, don't sit there and put yourself out there and be doing all that stuff up front. Because, some brothers don't appreciate that, as a wife. Less more as a girlfriend. So me personally, be a girlfriend. Enjoy girlfriend qualities and girlfriend, because she don't have no duties. So just be a girlfriend. I ain't gonna say duties. You know what you need to do to be a girlfriend, a good girlfriend. It don't take much. Love your man, enjoy your man, be nice to your man, be good to your man. And, anything else anything else you want to do, just throw that out there. But the wifely part, you ain't ready for that yet, baby. Don't even put yourself in that position. Because brothers will take advantage of that.
That part. All right,
so with that,
Mr. Sean Maurice, go ahead and give your opinion.
My opinion, I totally disagree with what he just said. Because if I'm with someone, I'm going to treat you like wifey from the jump if we have that understanding. So if I'm coming to your house, I'm going to treat you like number one. So if it takes for me to cook for you when you come home, to clean for you because you're tired, that's what I'm going to do, because you need to treat her like number one.
What's your phone number? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
But to me, like most people say, the only thing that separates those two is that piece of paper. But if I got to have a piece of paper to treat you like my wife, why is that necessary? I mean, if we're sharing each other, and we got to understand that it's just me and you, there's nobody else, and we're boyfriend, girlfriend, I want to treat you like you feel like you're the only one. So no matter if you're my wife or my girlfriend, I'm going to treat you with that respect to make you feel like you're number one, like you're my queen. So I shouldn't have that piece of paper to treat you a different way.
Wow. Okay. Well, before I chime in, let's go to the comments. First of all, my queen, that's my mama. Hi, mommy. Good evening. She ain't gonna miss it this week. She missed us last week, King. And then your queen says that she agreed with you, King, that if you start a relationship, the way you're going to finish it. My mama just said awesome. I'm not sure she's referring that to Maurice or not, but now, so both of y'all bring up really, really, really good points. Howsoever, so I get where you're coming from, Sean. Oh, Maurice, I'm sorry. I know you as Sean. I get where you're coming from on that. But, okay, let me ask you this way. Would you say that negates the ultimate goal of the two of you getting married if you're like, look, this is what I want, this is that relationship thing, I don't need a piece of paper to show to prove whatever, so there will be no ultimate goal of marriage coming in that relationship?
No, I think if we look at our relationship and we have that bond, we enjoy each other, and to me, when you're my best friend, if we can develop that relationship and we start talking about marriage and everything, why do we have to go into it doing stipulations, or we got to hold back because you're not really my wife, so you can't really do this, but we can do this together. So to me, walking into a relationship with the possibility of you might not be my wife, why can't I just be open and enjoy it, and whatever develops, it'll happen. And so, you don't have to be awkward when you do get that piece of paper, because some people say, "Oh, I got that piece of paper now, it's different." But if you go in there being, to me, like best friends, where you can have an open conversation and you can talk to her or him about different things that's
Right.
going on with your day, or you walking down the street and she like, "Baby, that guy looks good," or you like, "Baby, look at her." When you have that open communication with people like that and you're not holding back, I just think you're more comfortable with that person, and then you're like, okay, this might be the one for me. So that's just my opinion. I just feel when I'm with you, I want to treat you like number one. So it doesn't matter, I had an ex. I went to a massage therapy class just because when she got off work, her back was hurt. And
Come
so
on, I went to go learn how to do the massage, right? Come on now, go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah, I mean, just because she was like, my feet hurt, do this, and somebody like that, they have a massage therapy class down at the community college. And to me, I'm just thinking that'll be at some extra for her when she gets home.
Right,
So
right.
not even, to the aspect of getting married, but I'm like, I'm gonna treat you like we're together. We don't have to have that title, but if it does develop into that, to me it's even better.
So I got you. So what you're saying is you don't want there to be a stipulation on how you want to love or express love or do things in the relationship because it's a girlfriend versus y'all have not become husband and wife yet.
Exactly. So I don't think there's certain things that you should put like, oh, we can't do this because we're not married. What is it we can't do because we don't have that piece of paper? I mean, I'm gonna love you unconditionally, and just because we don't have that one piece of paper and we can't do certain things. I mean, I understand. People get stuck in buying houses and all this other stuff together. I think that's a bigger thing, and I think when you go that point, we need to start talking about a more uh, marriage and different things like that. But as far as my feelings and how I feel about you and how I treat you, that shouldn't have any bearing on that piece of paper. But when you start collecting and doing stuff together, cars, houses, and different things like that, then I think, okay, that's where we do need to have that piece of paper, because now we're really bonded and having those things together. But some people just don't. I don't know. It's just I just feel I want to treat you like number one. That's plain and simple. And that's it.
All right,
But
now are
this,
you married? Are you married? All right, I'm gonna say, ladies. Okay, so stay out of his inbox. So King,
huh?
so
See,
King. So since he has a different view of yours, go ahead and comment on what you think about what he just said.
well, see, and I understand what he's saying. My thing is the point that I was trying to make. Basically, what we're saying is about duties. So it's not the point that you don't love that person or you don't get into the relationship. Giving your all because everybody's different, and you don't want to be able, like, if you had a girlfriend before, you don't want to mistreat her or you feel a certain kind of way because of the relationship you came out of. What I'm saying is, as far as duties, I don't feel a girlfriend should be subjected to duties that a wife would do. And what I'm saying, to me, I think that's like
Well, what
it's
are some of
almost
those
like,
duties? Hold on, King. What are some of those duties that you're
okay.
referring to?
Okay, so what I mean, when you think about your wife, you think about wifely duties, and this is just, from relationship to relationship or marriages. You think about the cleaning up the house. You think about the washing your clothes, think about cooking your dinner. You know what I'm saying? If you got kids, taking care of the kids. It's just all those things that directly take care of her man. And you as a husband taking care of your wife it's just basically it's that next level of accommodation, that next level of closeness that you give to that special, even though you might treat them like I said, a queen or whatever. My thing is the ultimate queen is the wife. That's the last notch, that's the last everything. So those duties rise above anything. But as a girlfriend, don't get me wrong, when you saying unconditionally, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not loving you unconditionally as a girlfriend. Let's just be frank with that. Because you
Hold
haven't got to
on.
that point.
Okay, so hold
I'm not.
on. No, no, no. Hold
Mhm.
on. So, okay, so let's get a little clarity on that one. So,
Okay.
you're married, so we know that. So,
Right.
but just hypothetically, so I won't love you unconditionally as a girlfriend. So that would be for you some type of stipulations or some holdback because she's just girlfriend right now. Now, does that mean she's not fiance yet, or does that mean she's
Right.
just girl?
Right.
Okay,
That's
okay.
right. See, like you said, girlfriend. See, girlfriend, fiance, wife. So we're talking about the beginning stage. Girlfriend is that first stage of relationship. So it goes into where right between girlfriend and then exclusively falls in almost the same thing. But girlfriend is just that title. You get up front where, we vibe and we went out a few times. So now we're going to make it official that we're in a relationship. Okay. And then, exclusiveness, being exclusive. So my thing is, I can't love you unconditionally as a girlfriend because we're still getting to know each other. So unconditional, when I say unconditional, anybody know about what unconditional love means? That means regardless. You know what I'm saying? There is no limit. There's nothing that can, no conditions. There's, like you said, there's nothing that can stop you from loving her the way you want to love her.
So does fiance get unconditional?
I say fiance she's right there. She's at that point because pretty much you getting ready to seal the deal. So she's there. I'm just saying. But see, I'm just being honest. I mean,
don't lose your
she's pretty much right there. You know what I'm saying? To give that unconditional, because even though, like you said, it's paper, it's just that point of when you make that vow, that's when you saying it's done. It's just you and her. So you're going to give it all. But see, a fiance, come on. Anybody know about fiancés? They can come and go in certain situations. They have came and went. You know what I'm saying? You have had some lost the night before. You know what I'm saying? Lost, before they got married. So when you talk about that unconditional, it can be to a point where, okay, I love you dearly. Because, honestly, some people can't even say at the time, and it depends, that you're in love with your fiance. You love her deeply, but are you in love with her? So I'm just saying, this is just different points of where when you make it exclusive, when you make it total, when you get to that point in your life that you understand unconditional, that comes with time. That comes with maturity. That comes with growth. Because we could sit here and talk about relationships and how many that we done been in, which anybody knows me, I done been in quite a few. You know what I'm saying? I done met plenty of women all across the world. My thing is, the truth that I put into them is when I see them. Until we get into something deep that I can really feel that, you know what? I really want to invest myself into you. That's when I start putting some real feelings in. Other than that, we kicking it, we vibe, we enjoying each other. I'm going to take it to the hill till I feel that, okay, let's go to the next step. And then the next step, because like I said, the ultimate step is marriage. So if I'm going to get you to that ultimate step, then that means I done crossed all those T's, dotted those I's. You don't check those boxes. So I can go all in.
So hold on, King. So I guess what I want to ask you is if they fiance, have they not checked these boxes off?
But I'm just saying,
as we're heading into now,
you're right. That's what I'm saying.
This life together, so have they not checked these boxes off?
You know what I'm saying? They have, but it's still. What I'm saying is, even with that, knowing that, okay, she's about to be my wife. But, sometimes it's still, and it depends. And like I said, I'm going across all barriers that I've seen. It does get leery still because you still questioning to a certain extent. Okay, because people go into marriages when they're going into that fiance stuff and they starting to plan, it starts to get a little shit like, okay, this is the ultimate. This is it. So do I know? You question yourself. Are you willing and ready to give everything up? So I'm saying, so it's more of a question yourself of where you're at in that relationship, where you're at when you say fiance. So when I say unconditional, understanding what unconditional means, that means forsaking everybody. Nobody means nothing. Your kids, nobody comes in front of this woman. And you got to be in that frame of mind to understand what that means. Can you do it? And during that time of being fiance, are you ready? You still question yourself. Then when that day comes and you stand across from her in front of everybody, in front of the Lord, and you say, I do, boom, that's it. You done stepped into that realm, so it's a wrap. Unconditional, and everything falls into place. And all you do is enhance it. But until then, it's still that point because, like I said, you done seen people that done lost out that night before, 2 months before, 3 months, where things went left. And you know what I'm saying? If you don't went head over heels, you're going to be a hurt brother, you're going to be a hurt sister. So I'm not telling you not to. Understand that the closer it gets, the more defined, the more you're in tune, the more that this is how it's supposed to be. And then when it happens, you all in. Totally.
Okay.
So it's just one of those things.
Okay. So let me before he bite his lip off. Go ahead. Go ahead, Sean. Go ahead. You over there rubbing it. Go ahead for you bite his lip off. Go ahead and talk.
The mentality that he's given is almost like that barefoot and pregnant mentality. Just because I come to my girlfriend or my fiance house, I can't wash her dishes. I can't clean her house. I mean, I have to be married to do that. I mean, even when you talk about the kids and all this other stuff, I never call my kids my stepkids because I don't have a stepwife. So everything that I'm doing from the beginning, I'm not just like you said, it develops over time. But I'm not going to treat her like we may never get married. So when I see you and I have that attraction and we getting along, I'm looking like, you know what, this gonna be my wife. I'm not gonna say, I ain't gonna give everything. I can't give 100%. If I give 120%, 200%, because if this is gonna work, I'm not gonna sit here and just sit back and wonder like, well, I give a little piece of the pie. I'm gonna give you my heart. However, everything else developed is gonna form around that. So when we talk about the kids, just like your daughter, you call her your daughter. And even before you and Keita got married, you was calling her your daughter. So what you saying, if y'all wouldn't have got married, you shouldn't have developed that relationship with her daughter. So when you come to that, like you say, it's a package thing. So it's if you're there to further your relationship because you enjoy this person, I don't see why you have to hold back and put stipulations on certain things. Why can't you just
let me
go in?
ask you this, Sean. Let me ask you this. I'm just going to ask you on behalf of his point, and I'm not saying if I agree with either one of y'all at this point. I will in the end because I want y'all to get this out. But are you like this from jump? From the moment that you meet somebody, or you like this from, okay, I've met you, we've gone out a couple of times, we've talked a little bit. Let's talk about us doing something. Let's do a commitment thing. Let's have a relationship. Is that when you started, or do you start it from the moment you say hello?
No, me and my wife, when we first met, we was introduced and we met and everything. And I said, okay, she's cool. She invited me to a concert. I wasn't looking for a girlfriend. I wasn't looking for a relationship. After that, we started hanging out more. Hey, let's go to lunch. So over time, I say about 2 or 3 months, we started spending more time together, not even having that title of girlfriend or boyfriend. We just knew we enjoyed spending time with each other. She was at my house or either I was at her house. So every time I'm like, you know what? I don't want anybody else. I enjoy spending my time with her and her only. So then we developed and we never even said we was boyfriend or girlfriend. It was just something that developed. And after a year, I just knew this is the woman I was going to marry. I've never been married, 40 some years. And when I saw her, I've been in plenty of relationships and been to the point that almost been married, but it always ended. And my grandmother was telling me, she said, you're going to find the right one. She said, the ones that happened before, that wasn't for you. So when you do marry that one, that's going to be the one for you. My wife, we get along. We even like the same foods. Even like I love to ride motorcycles. She never did, but she tried it and she went and got her motorcycle license. So we tried stuff. We never say, nah, I'm not going to do that. We encourage each other to do different things. So if I would have held back to me in the beginning, I don't think I would have found that. So I'm not saying, you might not always find the right one in the beginning thinking they might be the right, might not be the right one for you. But if you hold back in the beginning, you may never know. So if I'm going to give just a little bit and she's doing the same thing, then we're like, this ain't going to work. But then find out later on, y'all have the same things in common. But just because you wouldn't open up and let that person feel or express your feelings the way they felt, you never find that.
Okay. All right. So before I have a question I want to throw to both of y'all. But King, I feel like you have something you want to say. Go ahead.
Always.
No, because I'm
Do
saying
you want
I'm
the
thinking
question
that.
first?
Go ahead, give me the question.
Are you sure?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so your wife posed this. Well, she said this in the comments. She said, I agree that you start a relationship the way that you're going to finish it. On that statement, what do you think about that? And then, Sean, I'm coming to you for your answer. So what do you think about that? You start a relationship off the way you want to finish it.
Right.
So
So my thing is, it's okay. So it's basically how you meet the person, how do y'all come together, how you vibe, and you go from there. So don't get me wrong. I don't take away from not giving of me. Okay. My thing is, and I don't hold nothing back. I'm gonna give you who I am. So my thing is, if we vibing of who you are and who I am, then we can see where it goes. The compatibility, You know what I'm saying? The same types of things. Yeah, that's gonna be natural because nobody steps to the table and give half. No, they step to the table showing you who I am. You ask those questions, you what you're looking for. So that's always there. The point is what I'm saying when we talk about wifely duties, we talk about I don't expect you to act like my wife trying to and coming into the story to be my girlfriend. That's what I'm saying. So me giving this woman who I am she gets to find out what I like, what I don't like. And that's in dating. That's just basic dating 101. Okay. So when you move to that step and you got compatibility and you hang out, yeah, okay. Then you start giving more of yourself because she's giving more, y'all feeling each other more, and it's working, it's moving. So that's how you establish that part. And it moves further. And then yeah, like you said, perfect example. All the relationships I've been in. And like I said, someone worked for a little while, some didn't. Because like you said, that wasn't the one. But see, with this one here, I knew she was the one. Why? Because of my whole attitude towards it. The first part that my friends knew and I knew is when she went to my friends. My friends, we used to have cookouts at their house and stuff. You know what I'm saying? My boy Wayne, rest in peace, and his wife Monica. So I used to go over there, me and my friends. Now when we go over there, everybody knew. My thing was when she'll bring a girl over there, she got 90 days to prove herself. That's just how it was. It was on a probation thing. You got 90 days to prove yourself.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. She got 90 days to prove herself to her friends, to my friends, and to me. So when I get to there, we go to their house. They had a cookout. She's always serving me. She'll go, go to the food and get the food and bring it to me, ask me what I want, blase, blase. This particular time when I brought my wife, they couldn't believe what is Chill doing. He's fixing her a plate. He is going to get her food. He is asking what she want. That's when they knew the difference.
How deep were y'all in the relationship when you were doing that?
This was about, oh my goodness, this was actually, let me tell you, this started in the beginning because.
Right, but y'all weren't married yet, right?
No, we weren't married. That's what I'm saying. We weren't married.
But you kind of making his point right now a little bit.
Well, see, the thing is,
a little bit.
Let me tell you why though. But see, the thing was, out of all the playing that I did, I wanted to go into this genuine because I seen something different. But like I said, it's still as far as the wifely duty stuff. No, I wasn't playing that game. It was just the point that I'm going to actually pursue her genuinely. I'm going to actually, like, my grandma used to say, you need to court somebody. You need to court the girls.
Right.
Hey,
what I'm saying? Hey, Kim. But
so that's what it based.
So let me ask you this, King. Is that the same thing that Sean just said, though? He's genuinely courting her because he's trying to show her what type of husband he will be by the type of boyfriend that he is. Is that
right?
Said, right?
And I'm feeling that's what I said. I respect and I understand. I'm true. The thing was, we were talking about as far as wifely duties and girlfriend duties. I'm not going to perform as a husband. I'm going to conform how kind of person I am. Okay, so when we talking about duties, totally different field. We talking about, what I'm saying, getting to know a person is just you. Just getting to know and then how it goes right. But when you talking about duties, no, like you talking about come to my house clean. No, I don't expect you to come to my house and clean up my house. I can do that. It's mine. You know what I'm saying? I can handle that. And don't expect me to come over your house and clean up yours. Okay? I'm just saying.
That's the real truth right there.
I'm just being honest. But see, as wifely duties and girlfriend duties, I can't put you in that same category. It's not the way I feel about you. As far as us getting to know each other, no, I had nothing to do with it. But when we talk about duties, no, you're not a wifely. I don't expect you a wife. I don't expect you to do those. I wouldn't ask that of you. But as far as getting to know you, I'm giving that to you. And then if it grows to that point, and then boom, it comes to that point, you already see the difference between being a wife and being a girlfriend when it comes to those duties. You know what I'm saying? Because she really has none. She does as she does. Whatever she wants to do, she can do. We just getting to know each other. When she become a wife, I ain't saying that you have a list to go by, but most women know that they learn from their parents, their mothers. You know what I'm saying? Earlier, these are what wives do. Wifely duties. Girlfriends don't do that.
Or husband.
Or husband duties, exactly.
So, hold on. So let's let everybody know what we're talking about. We have some people that just came in. Again, hey, Ricky, hey, Kim. Ricky said, what? Not sure what that was about, but you see your people on stage is probably what he's saying. So right now, our first topic of the day for those who just joined us is, as a boyfriend or a girlfriend, are you expected to do husbandly or wifely duties as just a girlfriend or a boyfriend?
Exactly. Right.
King just gave some more of his opinion. Sean is about to give his. And the question that they're asking right now is, King's wife said that you should start a relationship the way that you're going to finish it. So King just gave his answer. We're waiting on you, Mr. Sean Maurice. What is yours?
Well, when he talk about wifely duties, what are wifely duties? That's something that I guess was expected back in the day when the man was out in the field plowing with the horses and all that other stuff as wifely duties. I mean, my wife, she don't like folding clothes. She will wash them, I'll fold them. I wash dishes, I cook. When she works, okay, babe, I'll cook dinner. You just relax. So these things about wifely duties, and to go back to when you're talking about start out the way you're going to end, life changes. So to me, if I still respecting you the same way I did as I began, because there may be something in my life that changed, but I'm still going to treat you with respect and honor you as my wife. I can't see that um you're not going to stay the same over a 10 or 15-year period. Something in there is going to change. Not that I love you any less, but the fact that we're going to change somewhere. But in the end, I'm going to love you the same as I did when we first started out. So when we talking about all this stuff right here and wifely duties and all that, from when I first met you and I treated you with respect, that's going to be my way. I can say I'm going to love you and treat you with respect throughout this. That's not going to change. But sometimes I may get mad about something different, but it's not going to always, people, like I used to give my wife balloons every month on our anniversary for like the first year. That changed. Not that I don't love her anymore. Things just changed. Now I give her different things for her birthday and anniversaries like that. Every year is something different. Now I give her Pandora, stuff like that. Just because I changed that one gift to another gift, it doesn't mean I don't love you the same.
Let
So
me
when you
ask you.
go,
Let me ask you this, Sean. Let me bring it back real quick to the question though. So, would you have been doing these exact same things if she was still your girlfriend and y'all lived in separate homes? Because I know some of the things that you were mentioning at the top of the show sounded like maybe y'all were living together. Would you have been doing these same things living in separate homes? And then we're going to go to a couple of the comments.
if we was living in separate homes and boyfriend and girlfriend over a long period of time, I would say no, because to me, I don't think it takes people 10 or 15 years to say, this is going to be my wife. If I don't, to me, if a year and a half, if I don't understand this is the woman I want to be with the rest of my life, maybe we need to move on because somewhere we're not communicating. And well, I don't want to get married. I don't want to do this. Okay, we're not on the same page. So I don't, if that aspect, no.
All righty, let's go to the comments. So, y'all relative said, if I accept you as a girlfriend, I'm already doing husband things. All right, so he coming out the boat with it. Okay, King,
you know.
go ahead, King. Go ahead. Hold to the next in a minute. Go
okay,
ahead.
see, that's my thing. Okay, that's why there's a difference in a girlfriend and a wife. Okay, there's no way you can tell me, what I'm saying, as a boyfriend, you're gonna treat this woman as a wife. No, I mean, how could you
But he
see
did tell you
that?
that. But he did just tell you
I'm
that.
saying you tell me, but
His
okay,
opinion is that's what he gonna
got you.
do right
I
off
just
the
don't
cuff.
understand. I mean, and that's what if that's what you want to do. I mean, where is the measurement of being a girlfriend? I mean, if that's the case, go ahead and get married. If you're gonna treat her like a wife and do offer, just go ahead and get married to. Because my
Wait
thing
a
is,
minute.
because I'm
Hold
like,
on, Sean.
you ain't how you gonna start out doing all this for this woman and you don't know it to that extent.
I
You
got
can't
you.
tell. You know what I'm saying? That's my only thing. I'm not saying treat her with respect. You treat
Treat her
everyone with
like a
respect.
lady.
Exactly. That's
Mm-hmm.
every woman, regardless, what I'm saying, how long y'all stay together or how long, when I go to dinner, when I used to take girls just for lunch, what I'm saying, just that icebreaker, you still treat her respect. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You still open the doors and the whole nine. If the lunch or dinner don't go right, okay, you go your separate ways, we all good. But my thing is, I'm not rolling out your red carpet to that extent of what I would do for my wife in the beginning of a girlfriend, or just no, that don't make any sense to me because why am I giving up? That basically is putting wearing my heart on the sleeve, and everyone going to say, okay, I got it. Let me go and walk around with no. That's not how that works. We just talking about we just how things generate, how things evolve. Like anything else, you take your time, you work with it. If it works for you, just like jobs. I commend my wife all the time. My wife been on her job 26 years. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? I commend on that from day one to 26. If it's good, it fits, it works for you. Hey, like I said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I can see that. And that goes with the territory. It's just like a girl. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, Maurice, you married your wife because you knew. Because it's way out, you interacted, everything was falling in place. Boom, you married her. Okay, but then you had girlfriends before that, and you was putting out, you know what I'm saying, and they didn't work, right? Boom, next one, same thing. You don't do the same thing that you knew that you was gonna do as you moved on for the wifey that ended up being that you would do for the girlfriend starting out. That's what I'm saying. When you
Yeah.
start out with them, you just take it slow by slow, take it day by day, step by step, and see how it works out. If the compatibility, the vibing ain't working to the extent of where she can go to the next level, there you go. It's over. But when you take it to that full, like you done did and like I've done in this one, you see it. You see the differences as it goes, but you still taking your time. Because just because you feeling it, they ain't saying she feeling it. And then vice versa. So you still taking that one day at a time and it's vibing, it's coming together. So that's when you step to the next level after how many years or how, some people like Rick said, coming out the door a week, 2 weeks later. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about a month. You know what I'm saying? I give you months. I give you a year. Okay. And you see where it's going. And that's fine because that's how it develops. That's how you know you're putting your trust into who you want to put it in. And then everything can work out for you. And then boom. But that's where the duties come in. And where I'm not saying like folding clothes and stuff. I do, like you said, I wash my own clothes. Some people say, what? You don't watch, your wife don't wash your clothes? No big deal to me. Like you said, ain't no big deal to me. But as far as like duties, when we talk about duties, there's sometimes that people think that that's what wives do, that's what husbands do. But like I said, I wouldn't want my girlfriend folding my clothes. I don't want my girlfriend all in my kitchen. So I'm just saying, if I allow you in my kitchen, fine. If not, oh well, sit down, enjoy. You over my house. I'm just saying that because she's a girlfriend. That's just his thing. She's not a wife, she's a girlfriend.
Well, hold on, y'all. Let's slide in some comments because
Okay.
biting at the chump again, at the bit again. So listen. Okay, so yeah, Kim and her husband Robert will be celebrating 30 years this weekend. Happy anniversary.
Congratulations. Happy anniversary. Yes.
So she said she's just listening in. But Kim, I want you to chime in though. So here's the question. As a girlfriend or boyfriend, Kim, are people expected to do wifely or husbandly duties as only a girlfriend or boyfriend? Please chime in your POV. So your blood said, if I accept okay, he said that earlier, but then he's adding in, I think it got cut off, is in the same package. Okay, so listen, hold up. It's his opinion, though. Hold on.
I didn't say nothing, Nick. I didn't say nothing.
Being a man, no matter what.
I said, okay.
She say, Father MC says, treat them like they
want to be
treated.
treated.
That part.
That's
and then
up.
Ricky's laughing. So listen. Okay, Maurice, give me a second. Let Nikki slide in her opinion real quick, and then I'm gonna give you.
Yes, ma'am.
We're gonna go to the next subject because we have 3 other great topics.
Yes.
They're gonna be some good topics.
Definitely, definitely next one.
I will say, here's where I agree with the both of you guys on this point. Going into a relationship with the man, I'm going to be Nikki, right? I'm going to be myself. I'm going to unmute you during this part, Maurice. Hold on. I'm at the mute back. There we go. Going into a relationship, I'm getting to know you. So I'm just going to be me. Me is great, by the way, for anybody that's interested. Me is amazing. Shut up. I knew that was going to make you roll your eyes. So I'm going to be myself, right? Now, if we decide that we are so enjoying each other and we want to develop a relationship, there are some things that you get because I am now your girlfriend and things that I know I would get because you're now my man, right? I think it's how you define what that role or that duty is, right? As your girlfriend, there are certain things that I'm not obligated to do. Right. We're not married. We are not married. Howsoever, as we are getting deeper and closer into whatever it is we're trying to develop, those things will be added on, right? So coming right off the bat, there are things I'm not going to do because I'm still trying to get to know you. So I agree with you on that area. However, I get where Sean is saying you shouldn't put certain parameters on the way you want to express your love or do things for people because of just that title. But I do get your point as well. You can't just be doing that for everybody when you're just trying to fill out the relationship. I do understand that. My mama just said it's called sharing respect. So that works for you, not everyone. That's true. So, you know, what works for Ricky works for Ricky. What works for Sean works for him. And, you know, King just ain't having it. King is like, till we down the aisle, and you have actually said, yes, I'm not doing a whole lot. Sean, I'm going to give you the last word on this one, and we're going to go to the next subject. Go ahead.
Who, me? Oh, okay. Um, Now, King, you said about the boyfriend girlfriend things, and early in the show, you said how many times have you done this? 5 times. The I do's.
You just under the bus, Tim. He did not say a time, Sean. He
Oh
just
well.
said I've done it before.
Oops.
That's what happened when you invite family too.
Ew.
That's all right.
Yeah, I had
Go
5
ahead.
Anyway,
girlfriends. I done had
uh,
5 girlfriends, so I understand
Go
that. Yeah, I done had
ahead.
5 girlfriends while I played the role.
girlfriends.
Yes,
Sean, make your point.
girlfriends.
Make your point,
Okay.
Sean.
Yes,
Make
go,
your point
All
go,
so
right.
we can
Anyway,
move on. Make
but
your
anyway,
point.
I'm saying you talking about these girlfriend duties versus wifely duties and cleaning up and all this other stuff. So to me, do those girlfriend duties also include bedroom duties? So that should be held off until you get
No,
married?
like I said, my thing is
Ooh.
it's all of what you're doing. My thing
No,
is, hold up, see, this is the
no.
thing.
She got to stay until
No,
that wife.
no, no, no,
Ooh.
no. See, but see that would I wouldn't consider that a duty. See, we talking about a whole different thing. I don't
Well,
consider
hold
that.
on.
No, no. What I'm saying is, I
They
would
are
like I
called
said,
bedroom duties.
but I'm saying as a girlfriend, that's not something that I concern with as far as a wifely duty as a girlfriend. So yeah, that would be one no. I
So
mean, if you ain't, we
King.
ain't wrong. Like
So
if
so
we
hold
not,
on. Hold on.
mhm.
So hold on, Sean. Because we did just say it's going to be defined by the person.
Right,
So I
exactly.
don't think he's defining that, even though that was a good point, Sean. That was a good
Mhm.
point. So you're not defining sex as girlfriend or wife. That's something that you
Right.
do
Yeah. I
anyway.
mean, I'm saying
Okay.
if it happens, I'm saying
Okay.
it's not considered. She wouldn't fall into that duty side like you would consider a wifely duty, not the girlfriend. If we rolling like that, if it rolls like that, then oh well. If it's not, okay. We just have
But
to
hold
deal
up.
with that how it comes.
But before y'all met, y'all didn't even discuss this. But now y'all into a relationship, and she like, well, I don't think we should do that until we get married. And yo, we what? So are
Okay,
you
well, you
gonna?
know what? But it just like I said, here we go. It depends. If I'm feeling you where okay, you know what, that's worth waiting for, then that might happen. If it's not, oh well, keep it moving, sister. We good.
So
We
if
just
it's
being
a
real.
year, down the road, and y'all like, baby, we're gonna get married next year. You gonna wait 2.5 years just because you say it is worth it. You're gonna
My
stay.
thing is, if that's what it takes, believe me, if that's where I'm putting forth the effort, that I know this is real and this is what I want, and she wants the same thing, we on that same, yeah, ain't no problem because I'm already there. So mentally, I'm there. So physically, I'm already there coming in as far as trying to debate. But if I feel that we got the compatibility and I know she can be the one, and she feels, yo, ain't no problem. I mean, it'll be hard. Don't get me twisted. It's
What's
gonna
my
be
last?
hard, but
What's my last
huh?
name? What's my last
Yo,
name?
Harrington, yo, just
Okay,
like
Exactly.
so what
mine.
we're not gonna do, we're gonna
Yeah,
What?
we're
I'm
gonna
just.
that's
we're
what I
gonna
just said.
table
I said,
this
what's my
one. We're
last
gonna
name?
table this one.
I'm
We're
just
gonna
saying. I
table
mean,
this
it
one.
could.
We're
Yeah,
gonna table
Yeah.
this one because we got about 3 more we want to hit.
same.
That was good. Everybody take a deep breath. That was good. Y'all, Blood said those days over with. All right now. Okay, hold on. So now we have Kim. Go ahead and hit Kim's. One of y'all want to read that?
As long as both people have a mutual understanding of what this journey is, short term, long term, looking for a spouse, looking for a part time love. As long as both are on the same page and communicating through each step. Correct. Exactly.
Yeah, I
Can't go
agree.
around that one. Exactly.
Oh, we have
No
agreement
doubt.
on the table.
Yeah. I mean,
With
she
that,
hit
we're
the
gonna move
points.
on. We're gonna move on the
Okay.
agreement. See, Kim, that's why I wanted you to make your comment. All righty. So listen, Maurice, you get to pick the next one. We are talking about celibacy, or we are talking about marrying our in-laws. Which one we gonna do?
Marrying our in-laws.
It's the whole
Oh
shock of it all. He was like, "Yo,
man.
wait, what?"
Oh man.
All righty, here we go. All right,
I wanted to
Sean, read
kill her.
that one. Sean, it's on you. Read
Yeah.
that one, please.
Oh, is it okay for a woman to marry her ex-husband's brothers? The woman has known the brother for 30 plus years. The woman and the deceased were divorced for 16 years when he passed away.
Righty. So, is it okay for a woman to marry her ex husband's brother? The woman knew the brother for 30 plus years. Now, her and the husband were divorced, and he was dead basically for 16 years before the option was on the table. All righty, people, we definitely want to hear from you in the comments. So please leave your Kim. So please leave us your thoughts on that one. Who, King?
Mm.
Hit us with it. What you
Yeah.
think? What's
Hey,
your
I'm just
thoughts?
gonna. I'm be honest with you. Nah, we can't do that. We just can't do that. I don't, I understand my brother been dead 16 years. I can't get with you, baby. I just can't get with you. That's just something that I don't want to do, that I'm not going to do. I'm gonna respect my brother. I'm gonna respect y'all marriage, even though he's gone. If you decide to marry somebody else, I respect that too. But we can't do that. I don't care. We've known each other. We cool. We can't do that.
All
That's
right.
that's pretty much
Now,
quick.
if you were
Yeah,
living back in biblical days, you wouldn't have a choice but to do it
exactly. Well,
because that's
that
how
was
they
law.
kept the lineage going,
Is that
especially if
going
there was
right?
no son born
Right.
before he passed away. So you'd have been breaking all kind of laws, bruh.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I would have now. Then I got to abide by the law and by the rules. So that's totally different. But now we live on a whole different chapter. So here is moralistically like, hey, that's up to you, bro. But me personally, nah, I'm not doing
All
that.
right.
Yeah.
Sean.
Lock me up. Those off limits. I don't care. Even
Yeah.
some best friends. I mean, and that's to me, I couldn't do it. There's no time limit on that for me. I mean, if they're
Mm.
related, my brother, my cousin, whatever, they're still remain close to the family, whatever. I still treat you like family, but as far as relationship, nah.
Mm. All righty. Let's go to the comments then. All righty. So Rick is like, I'm not gonna mess with that one. Don't worry, he's not married to any of your wives. All righty. And Kim says, go ahead. You want to read that one?
Are there children? Nah, no, heck no. All the people in the world. I hear that. I definitely hear that.
That would be weird. That would be
Very.
weird if that were kids,
Chills very. That's what I'm
right?
saying.
Like your uncle's
Yeah,
now
Uncle
your
Daddy.
stepdaddy.
Uncle Daddy. Uncle
Yeah.
Daddy. Hey, Uncle Daddy. Boy, if you don't quit that.
I'm gonna be honest. That would be so weird.
Yeah,
But
crazy.
then
Uncle Daddy.
again, but then again though, so check this out. It's
Mhm.
been 30 years that they've known each other, 16 since he's passed away. They're
Right.
both lonely, great people, really great to each other. He's always there for her. Let's say there are children. He's always there for her
Hmm.
and the kids are okay with it.
We can be cool.
And the
I'm
kids are
uncle,
okay with it. Is
but I'm
that
still
still
uncle. No, still uncle. I'm just gonna be uncle. Uncle,
Yeah,
uncle taking care of my husband's wife. Uncle taking care of his nephews and nieces or whatever. That's how we gonna keep it. No
yeah.
big deal. No, that's that's it.
Ricky say it wouldn't even feel right. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's how we
that
gonna
I
keep it.
don't
Yeah, we're gonna keep it like that.
how do y'all think the family would feel about it? Like at the reunions, at the
Oh yeah, if they
wedding?
have a problem,
Or would
you
the
know they're gonna look
family be cool
sideways.
with it? Or would the family be cool with it?
You
I
probably
don't.
have some go both ways. You're gonna have
Yeah,
some that's gonna go biblical and think about the lint, like you said, and he's there for them and he's securing. I mean, like then you're gonna have one like now they know better than that. That don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they're gonna be the hot
That's
topic
oh
like
yeah.
every
So
get
then
exactly.
you're
together,
gonna have
right?
some
So
that say, long as they happy, girl, long as they
exactly,
True.
exactly.
That's true.
He ain't beating on. He doing it right. He treating her nice, and the kids are taken care of. But yeah, I mean, to me that's a moralistic pull. Yeah, that's your based on your morals and your standards as an individual. You know what I'm
But
saying? As far
is
as how
it
you would
really
feel it.
but okay, so let me ask this. Is it really breaking any moral values? They're not cheating. They're not sleeping together. They didn't slip up and go get married and the husband get popped with divorce papers. He been gone
Right?
16 years.
No, but like I said, it's an individual moralistic view. That's what I'm saying. I mean,
So
overall, right?
right. So if it's not wrong to them, why is it wrong?
Oh no, I'm saying if they feel that way, I'm saying if it was me, you know what I'm saying? No, I can't do that. But if it's somebody I'm looking at from the distance, I'm like, you know what? That's kind of jacked up. But if it works for them, I ain't got nothing to say about it. But
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's up to
yeah.
them.
Like
But
if they doing it and they happy with it, I'm happy for them.
I'm
But
cool with it. That's
me,
what I'm saying. But
I
if it
couldn't
was
do it.
me,
And I'm
yeah,
just saying,
that's what I'm saying.
to each his own. If they
Yeah,
happy, I'm gonna still treat. Hey, what's going on? I ain't gonna like y'all wrong for that.
yeah,
I'm not gonna
exactly.
judge
Yeah,
you. Like they say, I don't have no
exactly.
head, no hell to put you in. So what you do if you happy, hey,
Hey, go with it.
hold up
Go with
for
the
it.
flow. Hey, that's all I can do. I mean, hey, that's what they like. That's what they want. I mean, like you said, 16 years. We've known each other for 30. So, I mean, like you said, ain't no cheating involved like that. So, I understand that point, but I couldn't do it. I don't care. And I couldn't do it.
So Ricky
Yeah.
says if you're a God-fearing person, you're already closing the door on that one. That don't have anything to
Yeah.
do with God, in my opinion,
No, not
because
that. It don't. It don't.
because morally, if what we consider to be moral, they're not
Hmm.
breaking any rules or committing
Right.
any sins. Technically, if you go biblical, it's Deuteronomy chapter 25. They're
Yeah.
doing what
Yeah.
they should be doing.
Should do.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah. So I mean,
yeah, you
definitely, I feel
did.
you on that. I definitely feel you on that. Like you said, if you're gonna go from that point, definitely. But like I said, with me as individuals, people make that decision based on their situation. So if that was my brother, you know what I'm saying, my brother, and he was mad, I like Kev. Now, I tell her, yo, hey, you already know that ain't happening, right? You do know that. You know what
So
I'm
Well,
saying?
question to both of
I'm coming
y'all.
back from the I'm coming back from the grave. I'm hunting all y'all.
Ain't that something? That's earnest.
Yeah.
The question to both of y'all. Let's just say this happened with one of y'all cousins, and they
Hmm.
have kids. How you gonna
Hmm.
treat the kids? Because y'all don't agree with how would y'all treat the kids?
I'm not no different. I'm saying I don't agree with it, but that ain't mean I'm gonna treat them differently. I just don't agree with it. You know what I'm saying? That's all. I just don't agree
Got
with
you.
it. But if that's what y'all want to do, I'm cool. I ain't gonna mistreat my cousins or nothing based on the decision y'all made. Now your
Yeah.
other families, they're gonna look at you sideways. You already know
Oh
there's gonna be
man, they
something
gonna smile in your
right,
face and talk about y'all
right.
hard when y'all leave with your casserole.
Now
Kim
so
says, no,
but
no, no. There are too many people on the planet for that foolishness. Find someone
exactly,
else. My mind couldn't go from in-law to spouse.
exactly,
Ricky says,
exactly.
okay. Then she says, there are also people in the Old Testament that got stoned. I mean, they got stoned. So
There's
stop it.
stone
And
people in the
that's
Old
true.
Testament stuff.
But there was still in the Old Testament where you had
Testament,
to marry.
yeah.
You had to. So I mean,
If he,
it's what
yep,
it is. You
yeah,
had to do that.
yeah.
And
If
there
they,
are
yeah,
still some cultures. If we're gonna keep
that's
it all
caused
the way
that
100, there's still some
for real.
cultures. If she has not had a child, or
In
there was
Africa, they
no
like
one to
that. They still
pass
live
on an
like that.
inheritance like that,
Yep.
exactly. You don't even.
Hmm.
That's not even a choice. We're not even having this
That's
POV
how it
discussion.
goes.
It's like,
That's how
boom,
it goes.
move your
That's
stuff out of
life.
this house because you about
That's
to go
life. You
marry
got
your
to move in there.
brother-in-law.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly. That's for
So we
real.
read that one, and then he says the same as family. So it sounds like we all are kind of in agreement. It would be weird.
They very.
Well, I'm
Yeah, but
saying now it would be weird. I don't know what would happen if that were me in that situation. I'm just saying right now that would be weird because I
it
am
did with
not
Nick
trying to.
at that
That'd be
cookout interview.
weird.
Just they come in there. He got 3 kids. So now he walks in. She walks in. The three
They gonna
kids
be
walk in.
side eyeing everybody.
Everybody be like, wow, they did get
They
married,
side
didn't they?
eyeing. They
No,
talking
no.
about.
What would be crazy is the wedding. See that would be if it was a whole wedding. That would be that's where the craziness could start. The whole wedding.
Yo, what if
That's
it
where it would
was the
start.
twin brother? What
Oh,
if it was the
Woo!
twin brother? Oh,
But
that
then
would
now,
you
be
know
now,
what?
like,
Yeah,
now let me just say
hey,
this. This is not even family. One of my friends, real close to, we served in the Coast Guard. After I left, he started dating my ex, and I didn't know it till I found out somebody told me, and they got married. So we actually ended up at a retirement ceremony together. And let me tell you, the whole situation went awkward because a lot of people there were still in the guard. So they knew me and her had dated. And so they looking at me and they're like, yo, man, how you feel about that? I'm like, she happy, I'm married. Dang, man, that was messed up. Your boy did that to you. So that's telling me he was looking at her at all the time. I said, bro, look, everything's straight. I said, it ain't like we best friends. We call everybody. They say they're happy. I'm happy for them. But in the same instant, I was mad as hell. I'm like, how you gonna do that?
I
he
So
mean,
should
you
have been
feel
on
betrayed.
last week. We were waiting
You
on
feel
you last
betrayed.
week. He would have loved last week episode. Remember that,
Yeah,
King?
definitely with that. Yeah, definitely with that. Yeah. But yeah, I would have felt you would feel betrayed. Exactly. Hey, it's like okay, well, that's how you rolling. But like you said, hey, no ill feelings, bro. Live your life. It's all
Mhm.
good. Like you said, we ain't cool like that anyway. So ain't no
And
love
if you
lost
work, your show not gonna be cool like that, right?
at all. You believe me, when I found out that was an ex right there,
Hmm.
dude. Ain't no reaching out here.
Mm.
Yeah.
So listen, we're gonna move to the next one, which I know is gonna be hot like fish grease.
Yes, yes.
Alrighty. So what's the point of being celibate if you have, I don't know why it says already kids and I typed
No,
in
me
kids
too.
already. But anyway, what's the point of being, listen, things happen. What's the point of being celibate if you have kids already? Isn't it too late for that? Huh. Well,
Yes,
alrighty,
yes.
Sean, what's your thoughts?
my point is, you just trying to control the situation because if you already have kids, what's the use? So now it's just like, well, I don't want to do that because last time it didn't work out, and I just want to make sure this time. But you got 4 kids. So my thing is, you trying to be celibate now for what reasons? Ah, You're on mute.
I was saying, I swear that was your blood. Then I said, all right, King.
Hey, bottom line, come
I
on
know,
now.
but tell them.
I know, no, I'm saying, yeah, I understand. I mean, I understand. My thing was, sweetie, you probably got it mixed up with abstinence. That's what you wanted to say, right, sweetie? You want to say you want to be abstinent because you ain't no way in the world you're gonna sit here and tell me that you want to be celibate with three kids in. Because apparently you don't understand what celibacy means. That's in the beginning, sweetie.
Maybe
That's in
start
the
just saying
beginning.
celibate.
No, celibacy the whole nine, sweetie. You
No,
meant abstinence.
SELL.
Huh? Oh, so, I don't know what shit. I know you didn't mean that you thinking that you starting out like you was in the beginning of life and you had never gave out it, and you talking about some celibacy.
that is virginity. Let me read the definition of
Okay,
celibacy.
my bad.
Hold
My bad. Let me go.
To be celibate is abstaining from marriage and sexual relations, typically for a
My
religious
bad.
reason, or a person who abstains from marriage or sexual relations. So they can say
My
abstaining or
bad.
they can say celibacy, King. You talking
Okay,
about
well, you know
virginity.
what? My bad. Don't use that celibate word. Okay.
And during your
Don't use.
secondary virginity, go ahead.
Okay. See, here we go. Secondary virginity. Is that a thing? Secondary.
Okay, let's pretend like it is. Why do you have a problem with it? Because Sean said you're trying to control the situation. What's your reason? What's your problem with it?
Because it's basically the same thing. How you gonna sit there? We kicking it, we vibing, we chilling, and it gets to that point, and you feel it. Then you gonna tell me, nah, sweetie, I'm.
Then y'all other blood. Just look at him. Look at Ricky.
I'm celibate. I want to wait until. I want to wait until, because I feel that we got something special. Did you tell number 1, 2, and 3 that?
Okay.
So how you gonna come at me? You 3 in, really? Because by now you should understand. If I've been here about 3-4 months, that's probably longer than the other 3 have. Okay, and you still want to come at me about celibacy? Save it, sweetie. Okay, stop trying to control the thing. I'm trying to be a good dude here. First of all, let's be honest with you. You ain't got to worry about. You ain't got to worry about it anyway. Because if you 3 in, I'm 3. I'm out.
Okay, hold on. Because you and Sean keep using that word control. How is someone that has decided that they don't want to have sex until they get married now, how are they controlling a situation? It's their body and their vagina. It's their sex. It's their deliciousness. How is that controlling the situation?
What it sounds like to me, because of the 3 failed ones that didn't work out for you, that you see I'm a good dude. I'm treating you a whole lot better than the other brothers. So you feel that this is your way of saying, okay, I'm got this brother in. So
so let me ask you. So are y'all interpreting it as, okay, y'all are in relationship with these women and then all of a sudden they want to be celibate? Or do y'all realize you're meeting them and they said, well, I'm celibate?
No, I'm saying coming into it, we getting to know each other. You know what I'm saying? We doing the movies, we doing the dinners, we having a good time, we enjoy. And then, we don't put the time in. And I ain't gonna say it's always the time, but it gets to that point where, it gets intimate one night and we get to roll, you know what I'm saying? And then you telling me you're celibate. You know what I'm saying? You're practicing celibacy because I'm like, well, Dad, you got, you like 3 kids in. I mean, I'm trying to understand this. And you talking about you waiting to get married. But I'm like, your kids is like 5 and 3. And I'm like, I'm trying to understand, put this whole thing in perspective. I understand, you wait for me because I'm treating you better. Because it's telling me like you're controlling the narrative because I can be that dude that actually wipes you, that actually marries you, and then you can go ahead and say, okay, now, because he's going to be here when the other 3 brothers didn't. They abandoned the situation. They left you hanging.
Love Muffin.
I'm just saying, this is just my point.
Interesting. I know, but I just find it interesting that y'all think it got anything to do with y'all. That's why y'all keep using the word control. If you meet her, but if you met her and that was already her decision, that was before she met y'all. She's decided, I don't want, from this point going forward, I want to rectify what I feel like I've been doing wrong or religious reasons, whatever it is. I'm celibate till I get married. What does that have to do with you and how's that controlling you?
But she didn't break that out until we got ready to get intimate. We ain't talking about at that first lunch.
Okay, but
say it at the lunch. Say that
I got
say that lunch.
Because y'all remember a couple of shows back, King did say, I'm going to take you to lunch. You're going to get that little cheap meal for me to see if I want to go further. That's what you said.
See,
King,
I didn't say cheap. I never said cheap.
Y'all
I don't call it cheap.
Please go back and watch it.
Please I say
inbox him on what he said.
Just because I'm not taking you out back first, I'm taking you to Applebee's.
King, your words were cheap. Those were your words.
when I mean cheap, I mean I'm
But
using the
beyond that, you're saying
yeah,
on
beyond
day
that.
one meeting you, I meet you
Okay.
day one. I got to come out the bat and tell you I'm celibate. Why are we even talking about sex right
No,
now?
no, I'm not talking. Hold up, not no, no. So hold up. In the conversation, that's one of the things. If we start just talking and conversation comes up, usually women tell you stuff like that, so brothers don't premium thinking that okay, down the road I'm gonna get this. No, they usually say things like that, so that bro right there puts in his mind, yo, you already know what the end result gonna be, dude. She ain't trying to do that unless she married or get, you know what I'm saying. So that's why we ain't talking sex. We conversating, and that's one of the things that women bring, like abstinence. They bring that up in the conversation just when you just getting to know each other. So I can
Right,
respect you
but
telling me that.
it doesn't always come up right away, love. Sometimes if someone has made up in their mind that they want to take sex out of the equation, they
Okay,
don't even want to have a conversation about it. Let me get to know you. We shouldn't even some people you shouldn't even be talking about sex for several months.
and that's
I
understandable.
know if you think differently and sex
That's
should be on the table right away, but when
I'm
you
not
do
saying it
find
should.
out, but when you do find out,
Hmm.
how is it about you though? Is my question to the two of y'all, to the point that y'all feel like it's controlling the narrative. Go ahead, Maurice.
This is the situation. You dating someone, and like you said, you taking her to dinner and everything. You come home the first night, okay, we're cuddling. We're not doing anything. Oh, I got to go home to get my kids. Okay, that's fine. I take you home. You come back the next night. We cooking, having a good time. It's been 2 or 3 weeks now. Now it's on the weekends. Hey, let's go out, have a good time. Not even in the beginning, you think about to say, I'm trying to get to know you. So you go out again, you come back home, she's in your bed, you sitting there, you cuddling, things get, well, I don't think this is a good time right now. Let me get this. Okay, we good. But every time it comes around, babe, you think we can I showed you like that new purse. Okay. I get you a purse. So then we going out, we doing this thing. So I'm treating you now like you want to be treated, but every time it comes to that part, well, I think we should just get to know each other, but it's 4 or 5 months later and we still getting to know each other. I'm still respecting the fact that you're trying to say celibate, but you're getting everything that you want. But you telling me I don't want to do this. But we haven't talked about marriage or anything. You just trying to stay celibate. But okay, so how are we gonna treat this now? Because I'm sitting in the bed, I'm horny as I don't know what. And you sitting there knowing that I am, and I respect the fact that
But
you
Sean,
don't.
sweetheart, I'm pretty sure you're not gonna be in her bed. I'm
No, I
pretty
said
sure you're not in the bed.
yes. That's what I'm saying. I done been through this situation. That's what I'm telling you. In my bed with no clothes on, and I'm still. She talking about, no, let's just. I'm not ready for that. Now. Really, I'm in my
Wow.
bed, butt naked, but you're not
Kim,
ready.
I'm coming to all your. Kim need a. She said I need a mic. I'm coming to all your comments, sis, in a
But I'm
second.
saying, so after a while, like I feel I'm being used because now all of a sudden I'm thinking we moving and everything is vibing, but when it comes to me or going to that next level, you're not ready. But everything else is okay. The,
Sean, are you buying her purses so you can get to that level? Are you
no,
buying them
I'm
from the
fine because
kindness of your heart?
from the kind of chill, know me. I
Well,
can
Yeah.
no, no, no. It's about the audience who listening. So I'm asking you because,
oh,
yeah,
that's from
yeah.
my home.
Okay, that's
I
from your
mean,
heart. Okay. So,
yes,
so back to the question then, and then we're gonna hit these comments. The question is: if someone has kids, is it wrong for them to want to become celibate? And y'all are like, yeah, it's wrong because they're trying to control the situation. So listen, I'm gonna throw this
okay,
opinion
can I
in.
can I can I say one thing?
Hold on,
Okay,
please, because it's two of y'all with the same opinion. And Lord Jesus, let me throw this in there real quick. Um, Seeing a woman who has children cannot be celibate until she finds the right one that she wants to have sex with or until she gets married. It's like telling a man who was, when he was younger, sowing his wild oats from here to Willacoochee, Georgia. It's like saying that he can't change his life and become a good man and become a good man to a woman because he been out there. I almost said that word. He been out there doing his thing out there in them streets. So you're not allowed to change your mind, change your life, and do things differently because you've been doing it. That's what it sounds like when you say, because she got kids, so what? She changed her mind. She wanted to do things differently. So if she's had three or four, two, one, whatever, and she like, you know what? I decided I'm gonna save that part of me till
Hmm.
I find the man that I want to marry. Y'all look at her and be like, girl, you got kids. Quit playing to go and do that thing. Really? So that means y'all can't ever be good men who settle down there. You gotta stay how you are. Why? Because you've already been out there doing it. That's what y'all are saying.
No,
That's what it
that's not.
translates to me.
If, like you said in the beginning, as long as we up front and we know where this is going,
That's what I'm saying.
choose to still kick it with you because you're a nice person. You're like, but you know what?
Yep.
I want to be celibate until I find that right person.
That's what I'm saying.
Because if I
But neither one of y'all said that though. Y'all said she's trying to control the narrative.
No, but I said what I say in the beginning. I said she told in the beginning. I said no. I said if she tells me when I told you that lunch or dinner, she tells me that we're not talking sex. We're just talking general information, general conversation. If she tells me that, because that's to me, that's something you should let me know up front because that's how you live in your life. Because ultimately, if we feeling each other, we vibing. We might want to take it to that relation thing as far as interrelations. If you telling me you're celibate, I know exactly how to deal. I'm not gonna mistreat you. No, I know how to deal. If I'm pursuing you for real, as far as I feel that we can still, I respect that. Either way, I respect it. But at least give me the respect of saying up front, so I know if it's not something I want to pursue, I can step and move. You know what I'm saying? You don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it. I don't waste your time. You don't waste mine. But don't, like we said, don't let me get down there 3, 4, 5 months and I'm breaking you off as far as things that you like, that I like you to have, and yet you keep coming up with these excuses while we laying next to each other, this and that. Then you want to spring the celibate. I'm like, really? You couldn't tell me that 4 months ago? Not saying that the presence couldn't stop, because if I'm feeling you, I'm gonna buy you regardless. If I want you to have it, so it ain't gonna be about your celibate part. Let me know that front so I can make that decision. Like women say all the time, give me the reason to make the decision if you cheat or not.
Okay.
Tell me to make it, so it's no different. Give me that.
Understood.
Give me that.
Understood.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's go to the comments. But when we come back from the comments, okay, let's bring the conversation back to the question at hand, because it's not about when you. It's do y'all think they should? So here is Kim. Kim says celibacy for some people has to do with self-control, maybe because previous relationships were based on sex or moved too fast and it didn't work out.
Didn't work out. I feel
then
that.
She said, "Oh Lord, he missing the point." Then she said, "I need a mic." It says it's not about
you my dude.
This is the face plant. Here's another face plant. Here's your other blood. It's just Harrington all day over here.
Say no anytime she wants.
Say no anytime she wants.
Right.
And then it says a woman that's serious about her decision will tell a guy from the jump what's up. He can choose to roll with it or roll out. But if he stays, he better not bring it up until she does.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter. You want to finish reading the King?
No, man. I'm sorry.
Can I get her POV in there? Doesn't matter if she has kids or not. It's not about you. She did the clap, so I'm gonna clap it for her. It's not about you, but girl, it's all about them in these answers. In spite of what is perceived, mature women don't use sex to control. Well, some do, but some dudes do too. They also use money. But I had to leave for a second. What I missed, Ricky, you missed a whole lot. All right, so back to the topic. Well, Sean, I think you wanted to say something earlier first. Go ahead.
Yes, I mean, understanding what you're saying now, and like I said, if it's an understanding and we're going out and you like, we really enjoying each other, but I done been in some bad relationships and I don't want to give my body until we're ready and I know this is going further. I can make the decision there, we kicking, I can understand that. We can continue this. But let's make that clear in the beginning, not me expecting every time. And like you say, first thing a dude see a young lady or a woman with kids, oh, they with it. So, but if I know now what your views are and how you thinking, and just like you said, I may have been the biggest whore out here in the streets, but I decided now to become a pastor. But I didn't tell you that in the beginning, and later on, like, girl, you shouldn't do that because I'm a pastor. Well, I've been doing this. Give me that option in the beginning. Let's try to have this conversation of, I mean, I know you're not going to be the first date or whatever, but once we start seeing each other a lot more, like, I'm practicing celibacy. I really want to commit to this now before I give my body to somebody else. And I'm just letting you know that if this is not something you can handle, I'm giving you that option. So if I'm willing to, like, I feel like she's worth it. Maybe the dudes that she was with before were dogs, and maybe she is that good woman. She just haven't found that right man. So I'm gonna hold on, and I'm gonna stand in here with you, and we're gonna make this work. But I know now that when we do go down, things gonna be a little heated, but I know we're not going to that point.
Well,
So
if we take it back to the question, what I am tripping on about right now is all of us automatically assume it's the woman, because the dude can have some kids too and decide he wants to be celibate. The other thing is, I know y'all looking like, who does that? The other thing is the fact
happens.
that, well, yeah, believe it or not.
It happens.
The other
It
thing
happens.
is how y'all want to. I'm still on this, and I've had this conversation with King on this show before. Y'all be wanting to know things about sex like real fast. I mean, like off the cuff and get an attitude. Why you ain't tell me in the beginning? Why are you not interested in getting to know me? You got to know about some sex stuff first to make the decision up front if you want to go further.
But I don't consider that sex, Nick.
I disagree with that
I don't
because
consider that sex.
This
I don't
is not the
consider
only
that sex.
conversation we've had on this show, though. When it
I
comes
know.
to anything pertaining to sex or someone like that, the show we talked about, the 90-day rule. You was all in your feelings because you like it don't take 90 days. That's only 3 months, bro. I get to do a trial on my cable longer than that. Like, you want to know from jump about the sex. Why are we not getting to know each other though before you need to make that decision? You need to know something about the sex right up front so you can decide Nick, if that's what you want to do.
That ain't what I'm saying, Nick. My thing is,
what you said, love.
I want us to be honest with each other up front.
But love, how is that not honesty? Just because we're not talking about, maybe I don't want to talk about sex with you right up. I just want to see if I like you as a person before we can talk about my deliciousness.
But I'm not talking about your deliciousness. I ain't got nothing to do.
Up front, you want it's certain things. Both y'all said you want to know up front so you can make the decision if you want to go any further.
What I'm saying is, Nick, I think something like celibacy is not about sex. Celibacy, like she said, is about self-control, about you and within yourself.
About sex and being controlled.
No. I'm just saying, as far as women trying to make seem that I done had some bad relationships, I got these kids, so the last thing I want to do is make another bad decision on my body. So I respect that. Just tell me. I ain't about no sex. Just tell me.
And I don't have a problem with you want to be told. My question to y'all is, why is that something that y'all have to know 3 months going in? Because 90 days seems to be your
you know what,
top limit. Well, but Sean said it too. Sean, come on into the conversation. Why is it that has to be something that you find out that quickly into the relationship?
Because to me, I'm very, I would say, romantic. I love to cuddle. I love to hold my wife. I love to do all that. So if you're not willing to do that with me, I don't think we have that in common. Even if you might like cold weather, I like hot weather. If we can't come to a compromise where we agree on something, why are we gonna sit here and argue about it? I mean, like I said, I'm a passionate person. I ain't even gonna lie. I can watch some shows and I start tearing up. That's just me. I wear my heart on my sleeve. And to me, I can hold off on, being intimate, but let me know that we are interested and we're bonding, and just because you're not ready now. And I'm not going to say you're not going to be ready. You might say 90 days. It might be 19 days. I'm not pushing that issue on you. Mm-hmm. But just as we're talking, I think that conversation should come up as, okay, I want to hold off. Okay, baby, I understand that. I'm here for you. It's not the point that I'm just...
Sean, hold on, sweetheart. I'm confused. Because now you're there for her. If she tell you, you're going to hold off. But you just said, I'm so into the cuddling and hugging. If you ain't going to do that, you're not the one for me. You gotta help me out, bro. You kind of confused me.
Like I said,
can you know it? Because he said it. He said it.
Listen,
go ahead.
He said once he told her. He said once she told her. He said once she told him, though.
It was like
that's what
2
he said.
months.
But he also said that if she's not going to be into that they're not going to be compatible.
But she didn't say she wasn't going to be intimate. She said she's celibate right now. She's never said she's not going to be intimate.
Right. I agree with that. But I agree with that because I never said celibacy and intimacy were the same thing. You were saying, I like to do this, that, thus, and the other. If she ain't going to be into that, then we not the one. But then you went on to say, if she's going to do that, then it's okay. So I'm a little confused.
Okay, well, let me rephrase that. Okay. She's telling me up front. I love to cuddle, but we can cuddle and do all that, but we're not having sex.
Okay.
Okay, baby, I understand that. You want to take time to make sure it's right because you don't want to make the right decision. I may sit in the bed and still cuddle and hug and do all that other stuff, knowing I want it, but I'm respecting her because I know down the line, this is the woman I want to be with. I'm going to sacrifice that for her because I know she want to make sure this is right.
Right.
Even though I'm sitting there wanting it, but I'm respecting your wishes and I'm gonna hold off until you say, baby, I'm ready. And I just feel
Okay.
at that time it's gonna be that much more special when when she agrees that she's comfortable with me and we finally do it. So that was my point.
So it's okay. So with that being said, then you're okay if you know from jump that she's celibate. You're okay with her having kids and being celibate.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and you no longer feel like it's about control.
Well, like I said, as long as I know in the beginning, as
Okay.
long as it's not stringing me along down the line and I'm not knowing this is what you're trying to practice, but yet and still we going out and I'm spending this and I'm like, wait a minute now. Because in the guy's mind, if we doing all this, why can't we do this and you have
Oh,
kids because you
see,
already assuming it?
so
No,
Sean, you
I
about
said
to pull
some guy.
yourself back from
I
your
said,
statement, though,
no, I
baby.
said
You
some
about to
guy.
pull yourself back from your
No,
statement.
I said some guy will
Okay.
automatically think that if I take you to dinner and it's over $100, we having sex when we go home. I don't think that way. To me, we going out, we having a dinner. If it's a good time, okay, we still gonna go have that $100 dinner next week, even if we don't sleep together tonight. I'm not gonna sit here and like, well, shit, I'm taking you to McDonald's next week. No, if I'm feeling you and we don't do anything and I like you, we still gonna have that $100 dinner. I'm still gonna treat you with respect and treat you like that queen. But now I understand because now it's on me. If I want to deal with it, but don't pop it up on me 3 months. You know what? No, I don't think we should do this. And you giving me an excuse, and I'm thinking, well, what am I doing wrong? But now that we on the same page, and I chose to say, okay, I know she got 3 kids. Stuff didn't happen the way it before, but I really do like her. It wasn't her before. It was the idiots that she was with. So I want to protect her. I want to be her king. I want to be the man she can depend on and feel like she's protected. So that other stuff that brought the sex and all that, it doesn't matter to me.
Okay. So if she tells you right up front that she's celibate, you're okay with that, even though she has children?
Yeah.
Yes or no? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So King,
Yes,
if
ma'am.
if she tells you right up front, your first
Yes, ma'am.
date at the lunch, she
Mm-hmm.
tells you she's celibate, you're
Yep.
okay with that and no longer feel like it's about control because she
Yep.
told you.
Yep.
Okay. Even though she has kids.
Even though she has kids.
All right, then.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I love to hear the comments when people go back and watch this replay because I swear. Kim says communicate, communicate, communicate. If both people are worth it to the other sex is not the goal. Girl. It's the gift. It's what you learn about the person from day one till whenever. If it's 3, 6, 9 months, or 18 months, if that person is worth it, time doesn't matter. If you keep bringing that topic up, you're going to lose that person. If that's the elephant between the two of you, it's already over.
Mm-hmm.
Ricky agreed. And then Kim says, this is why the woman is celibate, spending on her equates for giving up the
Spending on her
cookies.
equates her giving up cookies. Just spending on her equates her giving up cookies. Get it?
Yeah, no, I get it because
Oh, okay.
it was brought up a couple of times by both of them. Yeah, because if I'm buying you, then I don't understand why. Yeah, well, y'all said it. Don't roll your eyes at me.
Yo,
Y'all
I'm
said
saying,
it.
hey,
Y'all
yo,
said it.
no, Daddy, no. What we're saying is, when a situation like that, you sitting here taking and taking and taking, but don't want to,
You're
let us know
giving,
that.
giving. So that's why I
But
asked the question: are you
what I'm saying,
giving
you're not
from
letting
your
us.
heart, or are you giving so you can get it?
When you know, no, when you know, it's up to you. So most of the time, when you know, you're giving from your heart. Anything you give, because you know. So it's up to you how, because you already know she done set the tone, bro. It ain't happening. So anything you give her, it's from the heart. It's because you wanted to have it, because you see a future. No, I'm just saying, Nick. I'm just saying. In some cases,
I'm just laughing at what you said,
right?
Twin. Go
But I'm
ahead.
just saying, because that's what decides of how some dudes roll. You know what I'm saying? If you feeling this girl, you don't mind doing for her because she done told you what's up. So you don't mind doing for her because you want to see that long haul. You want to see that long term. Some brothers up front, that's what they put out there for. But once you know up front, they say, okay, well, you know what? It's all good and stuff. I'm glad we met or whatever. I can just be a friend. So I'm just saying, they do make decisions based on that. But real brothers gonna be like, yo, you know what? If I see that in you, I mean, just knowing up front just lets you feel that, okay, if that's not on the table, do I see her, like you said, for real? Do I get to know her for real? Because knowing the end result is what I really want as far as a future with her, to be that woman, or do, like you said, it was just that point where I want to see what I can do. So it's still that decision, but I respect the upfront part because it lets me make the decision of how I want to go.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. And it's just,
So we're gonna end it on here was the question because we made it
mhm.
about them and getting some and them relationships and them buying stuff. The question was if a woman or if a person has children,
Mhm.
is it wrong for them to be celibate or want to be celibate? Was the actual question. How it
Right.
became
No,
about y'all
ma'am.
in relationships, I don't know.
Oh,
But
my
the answer
bad.
was
So it's
no.
not
That's right.
right.
That's
Just
right.
no.
We gave
I'm
our
sorry.
POV. Sean, our
Yes.
last topic. So usually we do have a nice little heated. Okay, we have a few heated during the show, but then it's that
Mm.
one that's like fish grease. So we're gonna bring it back down. We're gonna cool the temperature off, and I'm gonna let you read this one. Go ahead and hit that up, Sean.
It says falling in love is easy. Having sex is easier, but meeting someone who can spark your soul, that's worth waiting for. Falling in love is having sex. Okay, having sex is easier, but meeting someone who can spark your soul, that's worth waiting for.
I don't know what happened. It was some music that started playing when you were talking, but I'm sure everyone can read what's on the screen. So, what are your thoughts, Sean? Falling in love is easy, having sex is easier, but meeting someone who can spark your soul, that's worth waiting. What are your
I,
thoughts?
I totally agree because you can have sex with somebody and be like, all right, that was good, whatever. But somebody that keeps your interest and you're happy and you can smile with that person, even if it's over the smallest topic, I think that's worth everything in the world because for you to have someone you're in common with and you have a bond and that goes back to you don't have to have sex with that person to be happy because if the only thing we have in common is sex, that's like you say, you can everybody whatever you can do that. But having somebody that you're bonded with and you can have fun and just enjoy and laugh, that's worth everything in the world to me.
That part, that part. King,
Yes, ma'am.
what say you, love?
Hey, that deepness. I said when I put love, sex, or heart, which is deeper. Yo, the heart. I mean, like you said, love is one thing, sex is another, but that heart, that's the total. When you can captivate that heart, you can captivate that emotion. You know what I'm saying? That whole connection, that vibe. When you can connect that everything else falls in place. Everything else falls behind that. So yeah, all that love is easy, sex is easier. Yo, that connection is hard, but it's worth it. Because when you can really get to that person on that level, that's when you're putting time in. You really putting time in. That's that 12-hour day. That's that 6 day a week, work schedule. You know what I'm saying? You really putting in the time and you want it to work, so you're gonna go at it and go at it. So yeah, I definitely go for that.
I
Definitely
love that. I love
yeah,
that. I
definitely
like
go for
the,
that.
would you say heart, love? No, you said sex, love, and heart, which is deeper. What did you say?
Yeah, yeah, I said yeah. It's love, sex, or heart, which is deeper. And
Hmm.
that heart, anybody know anything about real compassion? You know what I'm saying? Real connection, real, interaction with a person, that heart, when you can captivate that, that's it. That's when
You
you know you
know,
don't really win.
for me would be it's wonderful if you can make great love to me. It's wonderful if you can take me out on wonderful dates and all of that.
Mhm.
But you know what's even more wonderful for me is
Mm,
when you think about me and you pick up a phone and call and say, I just want to know how you're doing.
no
I
doubt.
was thinking about you. You feeling all
Hmm.
right? Ask me how my children are. Ask me
Hmm.
how my dog is doing.
Mm,
What's wonderful for me is when you want to sit and have a conversation because you genuinely are concerned
for
about my
sure.
day, my thoughts, or whatever. Those deep soul connections are super important. To me,
Yes.
that's what makes the love making better. That's what makes
Exactly.
the love better and deeper. All the other stuff is so surface that when it's
Hmm.
gone, if there's something happens where you can't have sex with the person, what do you have? And if you
That,
can't have a conversation, like somebody can come to you in a relationship and be like, babe, can we talk? And literally, like you listen and you care. If you don't have that, what is the sex part for then? Like
but
that's when I was younger. I'm 45. Like, can we talk?
but
You
even the
know,
point though,
so yeah.
say as a man coming home, you done had a rough day. You really don't want to talk. You just need that hug, and you can sit there, and your manhood is not questioned. But you just like, baby, I just need this hug, and you can lay there in her lap, and she just, caress you and rub your head, and you're like, this is all I need right now. We don't have to have sex. I just need you to know that you're here for me right now. And vice versa with a woman when she come home, and she done had a hard day. You're that ear to listen, so she can unleash all that, and you taking it all in for her so she can feel better.
Yeah, and feeling safe. Like women like to feel safe and protected and covered. So the same way you want a soft place to lay your head and to land, to be able to lay in her lap and get that comfort and know that you're still a king. She wants to, as a queen, no, I don't care what I face out there in the world right now. If I'm scared, if I'm worried, I want to be held. I want to be caressed. I want to be told that it's okay, baby. I got you. But if all you thinking about is sex, and I'm gonna tell y'all something, when the people are up in my DMs and that's all they're talking about, that's the biggest turn off ever. I don't know who got people thinking that stuff is a turn on, and I get it. Some people, it's a turn on for them. That's why the people do it. That is such a don't lead with the sex. That's not where my heart is. And you get to know what my heart is if you have an actual conversation. Lord, people don't talk no more. Go ahead, Sean. And then we're going to get you in there, King. Go ahead.
Some women just make it easy these days. Like, I don't want to put it off on the videos, but a man don't even want to try anymore. If he says something about sex and you say, yes, that's what he's going for. But if he feel like it's a challenge, he's going to move on because to me, it's not even a man if you can't even talk to a woman. You have to put it in words and type them out. Oh, I'm this and I'm that. But can you really say that in person? Because over this screen, you can be anybody you want to.
Facts.
But if you come in front of that person, that woman, can you really say all that stuff? No, you can't, because you're not a man and you're using those words to see how far can I get.
Mm-hmm. It's not real and genuine.
Exactly. You're not even really being yourself. You can be anybody on this phone, this internet that you want to be. But if you can't be a man and really say person to person, face to face on how you feel, it's useless.
King, let me ask you this question.
Yes, ma'am.
What is one thing, if you could have for the rest of your life from your wife, what would that be?
Real
Sean,
intimacy.
you're next. So you get to cheat, Sean. You get to think about it a little bit longer. You're next.
Real intimacy.
Why is real intimacy important to you?
Because it to me, it shows everything: appreciation, love, admiration, um, closeness, security. It shows all those actions in that way that you look at me, in that way that you had that conversation, the way that you touch me. You know what I'm saying? Rub my head. You know what I'm saying? Just look into my eyes and say, you know what? I am happy. I'm glad I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? That, like I never forget when I was in therapy one time. That's how I understood what real intimacy was. He told me, he said, when you can give your innermost thoughts with that person and, like going in the bathroom while you or her on the toilet and you sitting there on the side of the tub and y'all talking. You know what I'm saying? That's intimacy. You know what I'm saying? Just those type of areas, those type of times that you share, that's most intimate because it's just you and her at that kind of time. So I feel when you can be that intimate with a person, and like you said about the conversation, Nick, you know what I'm saying, when you're talking about the sex thing, that was always a thing with me. If we have sex and we can't talk afterwards, you're right. What do we have? If we can't have a conversation after we have sex, that right there tells me that's all it is. You know what I'm saying? So I made sure I understood moving forward. Like, yo, that vibe I would try to definitely see, because if that's all it is, that's all it's gonna be. It ain't gonna last long. But we can have a conversation afterwards. That's even better. If you can have a good sex and good conversation, whoo, you on a roll. You know that's just helping the whole. You know what I'm saying? That's helping the whole situation. Now you get into the vibe of a whole lot of other stuff that can make it complete. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the intimacy, that would be the thing that I would definitely want the most, because it covers a lot when you understand real intimacy.
That's good. Sean, I'm coming to you with the question next. What is one thing that you could get from your wife for the rest of your life? What would that be? I want to hear from you guys in the comments as well, but let's go to some of those real quick. So listen, Ricky did say that the little things really matter to women, but I'm going to say this. I've talked to a lot of men in different coaching and counseling groups and settings recently. that means a lot to men too. It's the small things that matter to them too. And it's something that we as women have to get as well. We think it's all of the other things, the cooking and the cleaning. And I know you guys appreciate those things, but I think they also appreciate what Sean said. I want to be able to come in and lay my head in your lap and be safe and not be judged and not be made to feel like my manhood is stripped, because right now I need to be and I don't want to say the word weak, but I need to be vulnerable with you right now. And I don't want it thrown in my face later. I don't want you looking at me like I'm no punk. I just need to be vulnerable and safe to be vulnerable with you. That's a small thing, but it's a huge thing. And it's the same thing as when I said we want to be safe. We want you to talk. We want you to listen. Those are small things, but they are huge things as well. So Sean, you got a few more seconds to come up with your answer. Ken, you want to read this?
My husband and I are each other's cheerleaders, warriors, best friend, defenders, supporters, comforters, 1,000%. I'll fight you to protect my husband. I'm with that because I'll do the same thing with my wife. So I'm definitely with that.
And then your blood say he agrees. All
Agrees.
righty, Sean.
Yes, my biggest thing is communication, because I think out of everything, at the end of the day, if you don't have that communication and it's a misunderstanding, that communication could go a long way. But as far as having it back, I'm a ride or die. I don't care if you wrong, and we might talk about it later, because I'm like, baby, you wrong, but we ain't gonna talk about it here. But I'm gonna defend you right now. But when we get home, we'll talk about that, because you shouldn't have said that to that woman, because you know that was wrong. But like you say, you got to have her back, 100%. Right? Like I said, that's my ride or die. Whatever it is, we gonna be that couple out in public, but we ain't gonna put our business out in the street. We can talk about this at home. We can agree to disagree at home, but when we see people see us in the street, oh my God, they're so. I love the way they relationship is. So yeah, Matt, I got your back 100%, no matter what. But like I said, we gonna talk about it, but we're gonna agree to disagree, and we're gonna communicate.
I love that. I love that. So y'all, we have actually come to the end of the show. It was a good episode. How did you feel about being on the show today with Deshaun?
I loved it. I've been trying to get on for so long, and I just wanted at first we just hear it, because me and King, we talk about it every now and then, the episodes and everything, and we actually get in debates and everything. So and I said, let me just get on here. I said, because me and him, we agree to disagree, and we can go back and forth, but at the end, it's all love. And and to me, if you can talk about stuff that's on your mind and you can still be cool at the end of it, that's all it's about.
Oh yeah,
So
thank you, Kim.
yeah. So a lot of things they'll talk about, people want to talk about, but never do. But it's just a good expression to get it out, almost like a stress reliever.
Absolutely. That's why we do the show. King and I, before we ever had their POV, we would have some fish grease conversations. But when the conversation is over, it's over. We don't always agree on stuff. When it's over, it's over. That's not gonna change how I feel about him. He still get on my nerves, but that's still love there.
Nick thinks she over me. Nick thinks she older than me.
You. It's
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
And you know what Ricky said, you can learn something, and that's true, because I take something away from every episode, but it is good, and that's one of the reasons why we wanted to do. We wanted to bring family back to the time when you sit down at the dinner table and you talk about stuff. Those conversations were not always cool; they were heated. People got their feelings out, but guess what? We talk to each other, right? And today I done talked about 4 of your family members, so I feel like I'm a Harrington, because y'all all was in the building today. So listen, Sean, I'm gonna give you your last remarks for today. King, I'm gonna give you yours, and then we're gonna end the show.
All righty.
Great frames, Nikki. Hold on a second. Thank you. Appreciate that, Kevin. Wish you had a library like this, don't you? Shut up. King is such a hater. Go ahead, Sean. Thank you, Kevin.
These conversations that y'all have on here is so important to a lot of people that you may not think you're touching. Last weekend, we had a little get together, and actually one of the topics y'all had on here, they discussed it last week, and it was about 8 of us in this conversation. And it was so moving how everybody had their different opinions about stuff, and we laughed and we joked about it, and everybody like, oh, I thought it was a different thing. So just being on here and to, like I said, express yourself and talk about different things, it's almost like a therapy session for you, and not knowing what other people may think, and then sometimes might change your way of thinking. So the topics on here, I mean, I look forward to being on here, even if I'm just typing or whatever, because I've really, really enjoyed it. I've been sitting out here in the mosquitoes so I can make sure I didn't interrupt anything for an hour and 35 minutes. So thank you again for having me, and y'all have a good night.
Thank you so much for being on. And you almost brought me to tears, because that's one of the missions we talked about in doing this, is family just getting together and being able to talk, because we are on technology all day, every day. And even with your family members, you talking to them or you texting them. But it does me so much good to hear y'all had a conversation, 8 of y'all just talking about stuff. So that does me so much good. King, go ahead and give us your thoughts. How did it feel having your cousin on today?
Yo, it was real good. I definitely enjoyed it. My cousin know I got nothing but love for him, period. You know, this goes back to way back to New York days. You know, so I love my cousin. You know, I enjoy the times that we spend together just when we out and having a good time, enjoying each other. So yeah, I'm glad he was on the show. Like everybody that listens to us, I do appreciate it. Like I said, I never thought about doing this. Nick had always tried to get me to do this when we used to have conversations about stuff. And one day I just said, you know what? Yeah, I'm with it, Nick. I'm gonna try it. And so here we is going on, I think, what, 9th, 10th episode, Nick?
We passed that, love.
We passed
about
that
to end this season.
So there we go. So, I'm glad that, people do listen in and, get something from it, because that's why we did it. And like you said, it's the family table thing. Because I remember growing up in New York, we did. You sit down at the end of the day and you just talked about the day. You know what I'm saying? Your parents gave information to you. You told them about their day, and it felt good. It made you feel family complete. You know what I'm saying? And you learned something. So, again, thank y'all for listening in. I want y'all to have a great weekend. A great week coming up. I love y'all. The King is out.
I love that Sean said it's like a therapy session. So y'all make sure y'all come back every Sunday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern. Anybody interested in doing like Sean did today and joining us on stage, on camera, you're more than welcome to do so. You can email us at nickandking@gmail.com. Please, you guys, hit us up on Facebook and Instagram with your comments, especially if you're watching this in the replay. But if you have not liked us yet on these platforms, what is your problem? And y'all can always catch the replays or catch us live, even streaming on YouTube at Their POV with Nick and King. And don't forget to catch a girl on the Obstacle Overcomer podcast. I am on any platform that you like to listen to podcasts on. And I have a YouTube channel, so you can watch all of the interviews or listen to them on YouTube as well as here on Facebook. And again, why have you guys not liked the page? I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand.
Nick. I really don't. It's a button, Nick. It's a little button that says like. No, I'm sorry, it's a hand. And they just don't, come on. Y'all say you like us. Show us. Just saying.
And yes, we can, Ricky. So, Kim, if you are interested in being on the next episode or any episode, please hit that Gmail up or inbox me. You know how to find me. Your wife said, great show. Thank you so much, Queen, for joining us. For all of you who watched us today. Sean, thank you so much for blessing our show today. Hopefully you will come back again. So we love to leave you guys with a word of the week, a word for the week, I should say. And today it's just going to be family. Man, get together with your family and talk. And if y'all are living far apart or you want a social distance because of COVID, y'all can do a Zoom. It is free. You can do a Facebook inbox DM video thingy where you can create a group and just talk with your family. But whatever you do, life is too short. You don't want to get together just because it's someone's death. Take time out, sit and talk to your family, love on them, grow with them, all those good, amazing things. And I think that is it. Are we done? Can we drop mics, King? Can we drop the mics, both of y'all, Kings? All right, we're going to drop these mics, and we love you guys so much. And as always, until next week. Until next week, Queens and Kings, keep reigning.
Yeah.